guys, it's D-Man Swish here.
And I'm Tyler.
And welcome back to Video Game Finds number 19. Now, I know this time it's a little bit earlier than I usually post my videos, but if you have not seen the previous episode, I said I wanted to get one out on New Year's Day, which is today. So, we got a few good things here to show you guys. It's not a whole lot because it's only been a short amount of time since the previous video, but it's still a pretty good amount of stuff. And I did say in the last video there was one thing I was expecting in the mail, and I wanted to show it in this video because it's a pretty cool item. So, but I'll show that at the end. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first item here, I got this about a couple weeks ago. It was a couple days after the previous video was uploaded, and there was a moving sale here in town, and it was kind of weird for it being like, you know, the middle of December. But I decided to take a look anyway, and it was a pretty good deal. I already own this game, but I got it for resale factor or to trade it in at Games Ahoy and get some other cool stuff. But that is Final Fantasy VIII, and it is Greatest Hits. But I already own this black label, but I decided to pick it up because I feel like I could trade it in for some more value. And it is complete. It has all 4 discs, and I paid $5 for it, which isn't too bad for a Final Fantasy game, especially. So I'll probably trade this in at Games Ahoy or something, get some trading credit so I can get other cool games that I don't have. So there's that. That's pretty cool. Next here, me and Tyler went one day, or maybe I think I just went by myself. I think it was that same day I went to the Games Ahoy dumpster. I don't find a whole lot of stuff too often, but this is a couple things I could use. So I found a Nintendo Wii console stand here, and they had just thrown it out, and these actually go for $3 or $4 on eBay and stuff, so it'd be pretty cool to just have another one of these laying around in case I need it. So that's pretty cool. So there's that, and then just a basic DVD case, but if I ever get disc-only games that I want to resell or stuff, I'll have a case to put them in. So yeah, just nothing too special. It's just like a basic DVD case, but they had a couple of them, but this was the only good one in there. I think you did go with me on this, because I think I remember you saying there was more in there, but then we looked at them, but they were trashed, so this was the only one we could salvage out of it. But DVD cases are always helpful, especially if you have disc-only games. So there's that stuff there. Let's see. I think we just went last weekend to get this stuff, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to a bunch of places we had never been to before, and they were in a different town from us, so we decided to check these places out. There was like 15 or 16 different pawn shops and thrift stores and stuff that we went to a few of these before, but there was a bunch of them that we had never been to before. So, but first here I'll show something pretty cool that we got, and it came from a flea market, and we've only been to this flea market. This is our second time we went there now. But what we have here is a vintage 1980 Pac-Man lunchbox, and it's the tin metal one, and I think that is very cool. I had never seen anything like this before in the wild, and it has been used, obviously. I mean, it has the previous owner's name on it and everything, and I thought that was very cool. I don't usually see lunchboxes or anything like this, so I thought it was very cool. It was $10, so not too bad, but I think it's just for the cool factor of it. That's why I got it. So that's very cool. That'll be a pretty cool display piece. So glad to get that. Next, we went to a pawn shop there that we had been to once before, and they didn't have a whole lot, but Tyler asked if he could take a look at their DS games. And they had this huge box full of them, and they had some Game Boy Advance games and stuff in there as well. But we found this at the complete bottom, and that is there's no label on it, but it's a Pokemon Leaf Green version. And just to get this for now, I thought that was pretty good. I usually don't collect games without labels and stuff, but since it was there and it was a pretty good deal, I decided to buy it. But it was only $5, so I thought that was a pretty good deal, and I have the, I think it's the Ruby version as well that doesn't have the label, but I'll eventually try to find the games with the label, so that was pretty cool, find that for $5. Very cool. Alright, and then next, I had been looking for one of these for a very long time, and we went to this pawn shop there as well that we'd never been to, and luckily for me, they were having a 30% off sale, because they were originally asking $70 for this, which is a little bit overdoing it, because this game I don't think right now goes for that much, but I got it for $50 instead, which is okay. I don't usually see this in the wild, so I decided to buy it because I've been looking for it for so long. But that is the 25th anniversary of Super Mario Bros., the Super Mario All-Stars for the Nintendo Wii. And it's in fairly good shape. I mean, it's got a couple of edge wear, corner marks and nicks here and there, but all in all, I'd say this is a pretty good shape. I mean, the discs are like brand new, and go ahead and take a look at that real quick there. But it is very cool. It has both the history disc and the game in it, and I think that's just really cool. I know a lot of people are like, why do you need that? I mean, they probably have the original Super Mario All-Stars, but to be honest with you, this is really cool. This just, what it comes with is, the entire history of Super Mario Brothers and where it came from and everything as well. And just for them to re-release, such a popular series of games, I think is really cool. So that is why I wanted it. And, yeah, it's just very cool. The previous owners, also, they opened it from the bottom, so the top still has the tape on the top, so that's pretty cool. So to open it, you just go through the bottom, but I don't see myself ever really playing it because I can, just play on Super Nintendo, but still it's very cool to have this, so I'm very glad to add that to the collection. Very cool. Alright, and then we went to a different pawn shop, I believe. This one we had never been to before. It's kind of like a family-owned style pawn shop. It wasn't very big or anything, but they had one game here that I could possibly either trade in or I can resell it myself, which I might resell it myself because it's fairly popular. But they had $5 marked on it, and I asked if they'd go to 3 just to see what they'd do, and they decided to go to 4, and I didn't have to pay tax or anything for it or anything, so it's just $4 straight across. But that is Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube. And this game could go for easily $30, so I feel I could make a pretty good profit margin there. So I decided to buy it, and usually I don't see these kind of games like this in the wild. I mean, they're always grabbed up before I ever end up getting there to them. But yeah, this was, I guess, a pawn shop that people usually don't stop at, I guess, but it was a very good deal for this. But I think I also saw 1080 snowboarding. Didn't we see that there? They had like $7 on that one for some reason, but I don't know why they had, mixed those up. But anyways, $4, you can't go wrong for Mario Kart Double Dash. So any Mario Kart for that matter. So there you go. There's that. And then on the way home, we went to our local Mr. Money pawn shop, and if you guys don't know, I have a Japanese orange Nintendo GameCube, and I've been trying to get 4 controllers to match it, and I had 3, but now I currently own 4 matching controllers for the GameCube. And so that was my goal, was to get, a 4 complete set, because, it's a 4-player console. So I tried my hardest to find 4 controllers that would match it. It originally came with 2, so I had to find 2 more. And I finally now have all 4 matching controllers. And they were originally asking $15, and I kind of haggled with them for a little bit. And I said, since they had other GameCube controllers, I mean, like your basic charcoal black one and their indigo purple one and stuff, I said, since you have other ones, would you go 10 on this? And they thought about it for a little while, and then they decided, sure, because they had, more to sell that they could possibly get more money out of. So I got this for $10, which is a very good deal, because that's how much I paid for the other one I had to find out in the wild. So all in all, I have $120 in my Spice Orange Nintendo GameCube, which is a very good deal. And I think that's probably one of the coolest pieces I have in the collection. So very cool to find another Spice Orange controller there. So, alright, if you want, you can go ahead and show your stuff you got for Christmas. We didn't get a whole lot of gaming stuff for Christmas, but that's what I'm going to show you here last. What I was expecting in the mail, I decided to turn it into a Christmas present. But Tyler will go ahead and show you his games that he got for Christmas, and we could potentially share them together too if he wanted to. But we also got some other stuff. They weren't game related, so we didn't feel the need to have to show it. But we got like some cool T-shirts and stuff. Tyler got a new.
Yeah.
That's a gaming T-shirt that I got him for Christmas. It's a Minecraft shirt, so that's gaming related, I guess. But there's no other really gaming stuff that we had to show. So except we each got $25 gift cards to Games Ahoy. So that's pretty cool. There's really no need to show a piece of plastic like that, but. Anyways, he'll go ahead and show you the games that he got for Christmas.
So first here, I got 2 PS3 games. The first one is Little Big Planet 3. I played it a little bit so far, and it's pretty fun. I like the first 2, so that's awesome. And then the second one I bought with my Christmas money, and it's Destiny. And this game is really fun. It's more fun than Call of Duty to me, so...
I feel that one, it has kind of like the physics to Call of Duty, but it's more of like it has that more futuristic, like Halo-style play field to it, so that's what's really cool about that one.
And then, this game is for both of us, for the Wii U. That's Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. And
that one's, we haven't played it yet, but we'll definitely be getting into that, because I grew up with the first Donkey Kong Country, so I mean... I'm going to be definitely hoping to play that one, so...
We liked Returns. That was a fun one, too.
Yeah, that one was good.
And then I got one 3DS game, which is Yoshi's New Island.
And I love the Super Nintendo of that, so we'll get to see what that one's about, because that one looks fun, too, so... Very cool.
Yeah.
Alright, and just a couple days ago, I went with my dad on a business trip. We went to Illinois, and... while we were there, we were expected to, not be there too long, but we ended up having to stay an extra day for, some technical reasons, I guess, but won't go into detail with that. But anyways, we found there was a couple of pawn shops in town, and I asked my dad if I could take a look at them because, I wasn't really doing anything else there. I mean, it was kind of boring otherwise, but my dad let me go to a couple pawn shops in town, and there wasn't a whole lot, and it was kind of shocking because it's, a fairly good-sized town, but there was the very last pawn shop that I went to, and I'm glad I stopped in because I found one GameCube game here that was, unlike many of the others that I usually find at pawn shops, but that is Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, and it is complete, and it's in fairly good shape, and I would normally never pay this much for GameCube games otherwise, but all their GameCube games were $8 a piece, which is out of this world ridiculous normally. According to most of their games were like sports games, like FIFA and Madden and stuff, so they were really nothing of my interest, especially at $8 a piece. I mean, that's just ridiculous. But the guy told me that they were, you don't see them anymore, which, around here we see them all the time. But I guess back there they don't have, like, very many game stores or anything, so it's basically, it makes sense. But this game was worth it to pay $8 for because, I think the lowest or about average this goes for is like $25 or so. So I'm willing to pay $8 for, a game like this. So... They had Resident Evil 0 in the first Resident Evil there as well, but they were the ones that were missing the manuals and stuff. But fortunately enough for me, the one that was the most expensive was the one that was complete. So very happy to find this there. I mean, it wasn't, a total loss going on this trip and everything. So I was really happy to get this game. And I knew it had, I've seen it before at Games Ahoy and it was pretty expensive. So that's why when I saw it, I thought it looked familiar. So I had to look it up and make sure. But, yeah, so $8 for that, pretty good deal. Normally I'd hope to get less. I tried to see if I'd get less for it, but they wouldn't do it. So, I mean, they had to look it up on eBay, of course, because, that's how pawn shops are anymore. But still got it for $8, so at least I got it for that. So that's very cool. Alright, guys, now here is the very last thing I wanted to show you guys, but this is the most worth it, I guess. This I bought, I had a $100 gift card that my mother gave to me for Christmas, and the rest I paid with my own money. So technically so far, it was $144 after shipping, but technically I only paid $44 for this out of my own pocket, and I feel this is probably one of the best pieces in my collection to date, and You'll see why here in a moment. But this here is probably the holy grail of Nintendo 64, most likely. But that is the Toys R Us Special Edition Gold Nintendo 64. And this probably, at the time, was the best gold N64 on eBay. And it was also the cheapest, which was very exciting because it came out of a pawn shop in North Carolina, I believe. And there is not a scratch on this puppy. And I am very glad for that because a lot of them I saw on eBay were just like destroyed and they were asking like $200 for them. And I just could not do that. So, but yeah, here's the console. Came with both Power Brick and AV, both Nintendo brand. And to me, this most likely makes me believe that I am the second owner because this console originally came with 2 controllers. And that is what I got with it, is 2 matching gold Nintendo 64 controllers. And they've got some fair significant use on them. I mean, one's been used a lot more than the other, but they're in very good shape. I mean, tight joysticks. I'd say at least 9 out of 10 on both. Very good shape. I mean, there's very, very minimal wear on them. I mean, maybe a few hours of play, or maybe a little more, but one's got more use on it than the other, obviously. But I believe that these are both original, that came with the console originally, because I think every Gold 64 came with 2 controllers. So that makes me believe that that is all original. So I'm most likely the second owner of all of that. So very cool. Alright guys, I know it wasn't a whole lot, but it was a lot of good stuff to show you. I hope you liked this video. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. It's been helping me out. It's been helping Tyler out too. He likes to see the stuff grow on YouTube, so very cool. We'll hope to get another video out in another 3 weeks or so. We gotta go out and find more stuff now. So, till next time guys, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you later.
Bye guys.